Hello and welcome to another update video about LINK. LINK performed a little better than other coins yesterday. It moved a little higher, but it hasn't even made a new high. Well, it has made another local high, yes, but it hasn't changed trend at this stage, so there is no reason to change the forecast. It has, however, most likely reset this wave 4 a little higher. Remember that we had the wave 4 here before and were exploring if it was already unfolding in this descending wedge within a wave 5. We have a breakout of the wedge pattern to the upside, and as I often say, and you will know that if you've been watching my videos over recent months, that a first target for a breakout of a wedge pattern is the beginning of the wedge, and that's pretty much where we have arrived now. And I also explained to you that there are two possibilities. Basically, either wave 4 is finished here or was finished, and the wave 5 is still unfolding but would have needed another low. Didn't happen, so that leaves us with the other interpretation that the wave 4 is just simply still unfolding, okay, just as an expanded flat structure. What is an expanded flat structure? An expanded flat structure is a kind of a correction that often happens in a wave 4. In a wave 4 you get these sort of sideways corrections. You can see why they are called sideways corrections, because you get 3 waves up, 3 waves down, 5 waves up. It's basically just sideways. Here you can now see this, because we had 3 waves up in wave A, 3 waves down in wave B, and now 5 waves up most likely in a wave C, but the subwave structure is a little unclear to me. Most likely some kind of a diagonal structure that's unfolding here. But obviously it can push higher, but it still is within resistance. So until we see 5 waves up above initial resistance, which is, as you know, the $6.91 level, there is no need to change anything here other than a few adjustments and to recognize for the shifts on the microstructure. But the relevant level is and remains at $6.91, which I've intentionally left. I mean, you remember what I explained to you in the last video, that I intentionally left the fib levels where they were, and I measured only to the low here, because I anticipated we might get an expanded flat at higher wave 4 or a higher C wave in wave 4, and therefore it makes sense to measure only all the way down to the third wave, to the end of the third wave. That gives us a target for the end of the, well, not necessarily a target. It's by the way, the dog scratching himself. It gives us a target for this C wave. Basically, if we have the A wave complete and the B wave, then we can calculate the C wave, and it gives us resistance for the fourth wave. So what is the target for the C wave now that we basically have a good idea that it could be an expanded flat? So looking at this, we are looking for most likely the 1.618 extension. You have a few levels, but if we talk here about the expanded flat, then the 1.618 extension seems likely, which is at $6.54. I wouldn't rule out that it goes all the way up to the 38.2 fib level at $6.67 in this wave 4. Above $6.91, if we move up there in 5 waves, then we might have a trend change, but it takes a lot for LINK to confirm that trend change, because first of all, price is still in this descending price channel, still caught below $9.50 resistance, and there's quite a lot for it to do to get back into a lasting uptrend. This is at the moment nothing significant, at least not yet. But again, you know, it is still relevant support area here is identified as well. It reacted to support. Now we can see if it reacts to resistance, but ultimately, until I see a first impulse, like a first 5-wave move up, followed by a 3-wave pullback, I cannot confirm any kind of long setup or anything. Yeah? Well, that's my update about LINK. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.